When Parliament was breaking the fast of Muslims, because it is a norm, different institutions within government celebrate Ramadan this way, Prince Kassim NAKIBINGE cautioned on the regime to stop using the criminal justice system and release political prisoners. NAKIBINGE said these statements.
Elections come and go. We always have elections, and we all know there will always be one winner and a loser. So we should not lose sleep if elections have come and gone, but try to heal from the past. One of the reasons I honored this invite was I wanted to speak to the powers that be. I know Parliament has an oversight role in this country, is one of the arms of government. I thought that maybe when we speak there in the other places, possibly some people are not listening. But when I come here, everybody will be listening, those who make the laws. I'm only saying that let's leave the past behind us. Let's look at the future. I was among the opinion leaders who always called out to the population that please, let's have a peaceful election. Let's avoid civil disobedience. Let's move within the law and let's exercise our rights to vote. And I believe that everything went well until a day or so, maybe a week, I was seeing on the TV on one of these media houses, NTV to be particular, they highlighted what many people went through in the rural areas. There was a lot of anarchy, there was a lot of problems in those parts of the world. I'm saying it was uncalled for. All I'm asking from you, members of Parliament, use the influence you have, use the powers you have to cause those who are behind this violence to be individually charged for having harassed Ugandans. There is no reason why people should have gone through all this in the name of elections.
That is Kassim NAKIBINGE. I keep on telling people that the beauty of having institutions that can stand firm, they're like the Buganda Kingdom, like the Muslim faction of Chibuli, is this, that when elders come out to speak, even those people here, elders don't fear on which fora they are supposed to say the truth. And Prince Kassim NAKIBINGE has continued to show this, because as very many people fear, I wouldn't expect that when the Mufti of Uganda, Sir Ramadan Mubaji, is invited, he can say this, because very many institutions were subjugated by the regime. Now even they have started targeting the Catholic Church, which has been a benchmark of speaking up against the injustices. So the purpose of this video, I've come to talk about the statements which were made by Prince Kassim NAKIBINGE, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know, if you're into this channel, please subscribe. If you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawaga. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, among the institutions that have come out to speak out on the injustices done by the regime include the Catholic Church. The Anglican Church don't normally come out to speak about that. The Buganda Kingdom and the Chibuli Muslim faction. And I thank them. Every time everyone fears to speak up about the injustices because they fear General Kaguta Museveni, those institutions have stood firm. For Prince Kassim NAKIBINGE to speak out on the parliamentary iftar dinner, it was a plus, because I expect more people to speak up. I keep on telling people that the most burden are the elites. In fact, God will punish those who have voices that cannot be used. How many times have you seen the Busoga Kingdom, the Adola, the Toro, the Vunyoro speaking about the injustices? Yet they are stakeholders in the country. I can tell you the cultural institutions have more influence than any other person. Their voices can be heard. Even when General Museveni does not hear, at least he can sit down to pass through those statements. So if Kassim NAKIBINGE speaks about the injustices, it's a plus to the right direction. In fact, let me add you what he said. Here's it.
Secondly, I've already said in the last so many years that all political detainees should be allowed to go home. I want to ask you, Right Honorable Speaker, and Deputy Speaker and members of Parliament, please use the powers you have, use the connections you have, and cause the political detainees, especially those who have been 5 years in incarcerations, those who have been there 2, 3, 4 years, to be allowed to join the families. If we are talking about forgiveness, let's practice this. Let's see that whoever, I thought you were tired. No, because we have to get over this. When I talk about political detainees, I'm talking about those people who have been 5 years, they have never been taken to court. If they have been taken to court, there is no progress. There is no evidence being shared with the defense team. Those are the political detainees I'm talking about. We are all in Uganda. There is enough for all of us. Let's not take politics or elections to be a do-or-die affair. You know it better than me, because me, I'm not a Democrat, I'm a monarchist, that in a democracy there is always divergence of opinion. Somebody taking another opinion should not be ostracized, should not be harassed. That's his wish. The whole point is, if you've won, you've won, and you don't need 100% to win. At least when I was in school, to get an A, you didn't have to get 100%. Once you score a 70, you are there. So that's my appeal to you, Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Deputy Speaker, and all members of the House, that let's close that chapter. Make sure that all those behind bars for political reasons are given amnesty, are released, and we move on. Lastly, I wish to thank you for the warm invite. I want to thank everybody for having graced this function, for having graced this iftar, and we look forward to many. My brother here said it's the first time I'm honoring the invite, but it looks like it's the first time he's inviting me. I was last year. I first came here in 2014, and since then I haven't been here, but when this opportunity came, I said I'll take it on, because it will give me a chance to speak to the powers that be and see how best. There is an African saying that you need 2 hands to clap, to see how we can get both hands to clap and Uganda moves forward in peace and tranquility.
That is Prince Kassim NAKIBINGE. So we need such elders. Kassim NAKIBINGE will come out to speak as an elder. It doesn't matter if you're opposition, it doesn't matter if you're a government. He normally points out the truth. I know if you put a gun on very many elders, they will tell you that Uganda is heading in the wrong direction. But there are few who can have a courage to speak up. It's the reason that's why sometimes when Otafile speaks out, I give thumbs out to him, because there are not very many people who can come out and stand and speak about this. And remember, the more we keep quiet as a nation, is the more our country goes in a wrong direction. So thumbs up to the Prince Kassim NAKIBINGE. Of course, as my opinion remains truly Mr. Makinde Kabisuleiman Maga. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I'm motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.